Do I start already?
Yeah, you can start whenever.
Back up. No, wait.
Hello, my name is Laura Torres. I currently serve as the ASUCM Director of Student Activities. I'm a fourth year public health student and I'm local from Merced, California. A hype that I'm recording this video and that the Bobcats get to know me. I'm very excited to get to know you, so comment below and I will try and reply to this. I guess my gripe is that I had a really long night because I have meetings, CAB meetings at 9:30 on Mondays, KL 32, and then I had an ASUCM exec meeting right after at 7 in the morning, so it's been a long day. So I joined CAB, the Campus Activities Board, my second year here at UC Merced. I started out in Campus Unity planning CAB cinemas. I then moved up to a vice chair position and now I'm the director. So CAB functions by being split into 4 different committees. So we have marketing, large scale, Campus Unity, and traditional, and everyone has a kind of a set event list that they're going to do throughout the year. Everything kind of starts off as an idea. We brainstorm about things that maybe didn't work so well in the past years and maybe new things that we want to try this year. One of our core values is innovation, and that was something that I really took to heart when I started this position. I wanted to make everything over the top and as extra as I am. Yes, of course. So traditional plans everything that we do kind of continuously every year. So dance off, chill with the chancellor, CAB Stericals, so things that are kind of reoccurring every year. And then they actually off the first year that CAB was here at UC Merced. Large scale plans 2 events all year, but they plan the biggest events of the year, so probably the most busy. They actually plan Coachella and Treats and Beats, so one in the fall, one in the spring, our biggest events of the year. And then we have Campus Unity, who does more of the smaller scale events and events that we really want to bring togetherness and make UC Merced feel like home. So they plan all the movie nights, CAB cinemas. They also do, they have done in the past Sold Out Poetry Jam, and now they're doing Winter Ball. And lastly, we have marketing, who does all of our social media handling. So they manage our Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook. This year, we're actually on LinkedIn now, so that's something new for us. They also make Snapchat filters. We just added GIFs to our marketing items, so it's definitely part of the innovation. So our behind the scenes, it kind of depends on the event, depends on the day also. So our CAB cinemas tend to kind of just show themselves. All we do is do check-in, maybe do some line control, but everything else is kind of handled on its own. When we get to the larger scale events like traditionals events and large scale events, which are concerts, then those tend to be a little more hectic and they also tend to last longer. So for Treats and Beats, we actually did a cleanup. We started setting up Friday. We had the show Saturday, started our cleanup Saturday, and then still had to come back on Sunday. So it just depends on the event, but they're also, as crazy as they get, they're also a lot of fun behind the scenes, and it's a cool experience to see everything kind of come together and see a lot of your other Bobcats enjoy the events that you put together. So we actually have a referendum for $35 per semester for students. So we get about $70 per student every year. This budget is collected kind of at the beginning of every semester. We don't get the full amount of budget though, however we have to, we allocate some of that money and it goes back to the university funds for financial aid and scholarships and different things like that. The rest of the budget is dispersed among committees based on the event. So we look at the budget from past events, how much we spent on different things like staging, lighting, and then we also think about how if we're using, like for Treats and Beats, we had a whole new location. So we had to kind of make up for other costs, like now we had to get fencing instead of barricades like we used to do in the bowl. So it's a lot of detailed planning and thinking ahead of what we might need and what we may not need that we've used before. And then that's how we allocate money to every committee and every event from there. So artists actually start with our board. We have a whole submission process, then it goes through an agent. And you know what, sometimes we try to bring a lot of people that students want to see that they actually ask for. And sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't. Like for example, I know in the past we've tried to bring artists that were available, they were in our budget, but then, you know, somewhere along the road they didn't get approved based on something they may have said. So it's a lot of consideration for everybody on campus and not just, oh, a lot of people want to see this artist. So we have to take into consideration, like, have they been, you know, incarcerated for something that may hurt somebody on campus? Like, have they said something that may hurt somebody on campus? So there's a lot of behind the scene works that kind of goes into selecting an artist. We can't just pick an artist and not all of them will get approved, you know. And some people say really offensive things, you know, when they sing. You know, we have to think about things like, is it offensive to women? Is it offensive to LGBTQ plus, you know, is it offensive to maybe even, like, is it offensive to men? Like, you have to think of a lot of different things before you select an artist like that. Follow us on all of our social medias. Like I said, we are on Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram, and we're now on LinkedIn. All of our handles are at UCM Cab. And keep updated on everything that we'll be posting. So we have a winter ball coming up December 2nd. So check it out, follow our social media, stay tuned for everything that we're bringing to campus next semester. I don't work well under pressure. Just kidding. I'm gonna drop the mic.
Back up. No, wait.
A little more.
Okay, go.
Okay.
Hey, oh.